So I want to share with you my new favorite tool for visualizing mathematics. This is great. It's got all kinds of things. So the polygons here, we can use scale factor. We can slice it up into its pieces to be able to find areas and things like that. We can rotate it for transformations. It's just a really nice way to be able to visualize that. You can also even use it for 3D solids where you can unfold nets, create even your own nets and fold them together to see if they will connect with each other. Another thing I really like in here is the prime factorization circles, so the prime factor circles. So when you're visualizing prime factorization, what does it look like in terms of colors? And you can actually make any kind of prime factor circle you want. And then as you remove the factors, you can see what's left over for prime factorization. It's just a nice visual, especially for 6th grade. We also have fraction bars, also percent bars. So it's a great way of visualizing percentages and fractions and easily manipulatable for students. So students can always have access to these to be able to check them out and see equivalence. So that's a really nice tool for 6th grade. My favorite for integrated classes are the algebra tiles and the balance scales. So what I love about these tiles, first of all, they have the y-squared, which a lot of the online tiles don't. And then you can also change the sizes. So that's something that students have a really hard time with, is understanding that those actually represent variables. So you can't line up the little ones next to it. And so I like that ability to change them back and forth. And they're just so easy to manipulate. I also really like the balance scale. So you can make up your own problems here when you're solving equations. It's just a really nice way to visualize equality. So what does it look like to be equal? And then removing one thing from each side. So you can do that with little counters. You can do that with the shapes. Also, probability and statistics is really powerful. You can do all kinds of things with that. They have dice that you can roll. You can do random numbers. You can do spinners and change the spinners. So just a great online tool to be able to use to do some simulations. Also have some charts and graphs, which are kind of cool because you can connect the table directly to a chart or a graph. So it has that ability that after you enter in whatever values you're working with, you can just go ahead and connect the chart at the bottom of the table. So you can also add other charts in there without having to add the numbers in there. But what I really like about this is you can kind of choose different ways to visualize it and whether it will work or not. So you can look at that, it'll label it for you and everything just to create that type of chart for you. And then some of them, of course, will work and some of them won't. Oops, I accidentally copied. So you can do that in all sorts of different ways. So it's a really powerful visualization tool. And what is super great about it now is it's connected into Desmos for students to use. So we're going to explore that in the next video.